Hello everyone and welcome. This is the Silent K and today we're playing some MekHQ / MegaMek. Just a quick recap for everyone who's just joining us. Everything that's happened like in the last 24 hours in game, which has actually been like 3 episodes, 3 weeks worth of episodes. The unit market did update, and I hadn't noticed, or I don't remember noticing before, that there is a grasshopper on the open market. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a big fan of grasshoppers. They have the heat sinks and the armor to really stay in the fight. And this one's 5% off, so it's still kind of pricey, but hey, Mr. McGorilla, hey, how's it going? Glad you could join us, and I assume Varenk is also in the chat. I think we're going to purchase this grasshopper. It'll be here in 5 days, and that's fine. Obviously, quite a lot's happened in the last 24 hours. Being the first of the month, there was also the morale roll in the special event. So enemy morale is at very low, which means that we can really stop expecting to see randomly generated contract missions. And also, the special event is that the next enemy morale roll is also going to be at a -1. Now, these random missions do play into the campaign state. We do have to maintain a victory point count, which we did last week. We also earned 8 support points, one of which, actually 2 of which we technically would have used bringing in reinforcement lances to that last mission. However, I also noticed that capture or destroy the designated facility, being the hostile artillery base, is not considered completed, and the base is still present. So I was planning on advancing a day or so and seeing if maybe that went away when my troops returned, or perhaps at the beginning of the next day. I don't know. But for some reason, that base is still listed as an enemy asset when it really shouldn't be. Because, as I was saying, we did engage the hostile artillery base last week. And it did take all of last week. It was, we had actually already started the mission when the episode began, and it took the entire episode to finish. So, also on the monthly, lots of people gained random XP for rolling 10 or better on 2d6, including, I know Fred Jones earned an XP. I believe Starwyvern did too. Wearing a jacket indoors, it's cool down here. Yeah. It hasn't been that long since I was outside. I hadn't warmed up yet. Also, I didn't pick out an interesting shirt for you guys today, so I wanted, something besides just this blue long sleeve that I've got on under it. I just thought that was boring, and I like layers. We just walked the dog for an hour outside. I bet that kept your blood pumping and your temperature up. So hopefully you dressed warm enough, not too warm. I did notice also, excuse me, that Ruby Singh Gilmore has 20 XP, which is, and I believe that's Moleman's character. So if he'd like to chime in how to spend this XP, we do have enough to go piloting and become a 3/3 pilot. Alternately, we've got tactics, strategy, or leadership, or we've got any of a number of special abilities, all worth 20 XP or less. Hopping Jack might actually be a really interesting one to take, because that reduces the jumping penalty by 1. Human TRO is an option. Melee Specialist is an option. Let's see. I suppose dodge is an option, although honestly I'd consider it a relatively low priority one. But yeah, Hopping Jack would work well with the Cronus. I agree. That thing does spend a lot of time jumping around. Alternatively, we could save up twice as many XPs and just improve our gunnery skill, which would have the same effect on turns that it jumps and doesn't jump. Although it does spend most of its time jumping, and in fact, we do have a second Cronus that we are outfitting with double heat sinks, so it'll be able to jump and fire its weapons more effectively and more efficiently. So I'm thinking Hopping Jack would be a really good move. but I would like to give Moleman a chance to respond before I do anything permanent. So yeah, that's the random XP. We did some maintenance. Failed to fix the right torso on the Vulcan. Did some refit work. Got paid 9.5 million C-bills, paid out 500,000 in salaries and overhead. We did purchase an ostroc last week, which will be delivered in 2 days. And then we went on that mission where we did capture some prisoners. We defected GGC to defect. I do remember that. Where does Hoser apply for a pay raise? It's based on, I believe it's based on whether you're a veteran or, I mean, 3,000 C-bills almost a month is as much as almost anyone is getting. The exception being, I think, Vernita, because she has a dual class. She's technically being employed twice. He took a beating last time. Yeah, Hoser did sprain his left arm and got some cuts on his chest. Oh, Marco still needs a rank. That is a good point. Being that he is a regular, and a pilot at that, automatically makes him a lieutenant junior grade. Just because that's how I keep track of the skill level. And then, of course, if we had any elite pilots, they would also be one rank below the commander, generally is what I use. So I think that's everyone. Victor Rama, I think you've earned your lieutenant wings as well. Ian Turtle, as a 4-4 pilot, should also be a lieutenant. Nairn Limbrick, as a 4-4, should also. And I think I had them as recruits just because they were recently recruited by the unit from enemy ranks. But generally, I keep the green pilots as recruits and regulars as junior grade and veterans as senior grade, just to keep things. Wait, why Victor Rama would be a senior grade? Let's go ahead and just fix that now. And I apologize for everyone that he now outranks. So hopefully that's everyone situated. And yeah, I think 3,000 C-bills or near enough is adequate compensation for spraining your left arm and getting some cuts on your chest. I mean, Lord knows I don't make 3,000 C-bills a month. As a matter of fact, even Petra, the company commander, is only making 28,880. So where were we? Oh yeah. After the mission, we recovered a bunch of mechs. We got some battle loss compensation. We've got some salvage. We salvaged a Hunchback, a Shadowhawk, a Wolverine, 2 Thumpers, a Whitworth, a Phoenix Hawk, an Ostroc, another Thumper, another Ostroc, and a Grasshopper. Oh, the Grasshopper is the one we just bought. Of the ones that we did just salvage, the Ostroc I know for sure is going to be taken apart. It's not recoverable. This Ostroc, honestly, it needs both arms and both legs. It's not much more than just a torso. So I'm thinking maybe that one is also going to be parts. We do have this ostroc that's in transit that we can modify. We can put those lasers in the torso facing forward. Generally speaking is what I'd like to do. Double heatsink upgrade, max out the armor, that kind of stuff. But the ostroc and the ostroc, and I'm not surprised looking at them that I do get them confused. They both have, if I'm not mistaken, 2 large lasers and 2 medium lasers. The only difference is the ostroc has 2 medium lasers facing rearward, whereas the ostroc has an SRM-4. Do you mind? I'm trying to do a thing here. Sorry about that. Of course, the cats have all the energy in the world as soon as I start streaming. But the main thing on today's agenda is going to be repairs. We have a lot of things that need to be repaired, and some of it's going to be pretty simple, like just this rifleman just needs some reloads, and I think Ratnabala was our reload specialist. I do wish you guys would stop that. Not you guys, obviously. Ratnabala doing all the reloads. Oh yes, speaking of reloads and refits, Scarponi provided me an updated version of the Marauder that we will eventually be refitting it into. It drops a couple of heat sinks to add another SRM6, which I think is a pretty good move, because the PPCs really aren't that effective in close. So dropping one of them and cycling the heat management that way, I think is an improvement in general of the design. Crippled Hunchback. I think this guy might be parts as well. Do we want a Hunchback? We already have 2 Hunchbacks in storage, an H and an SP. I want to use Antonio for the reloads. She's close to making it to regular, because reloads don't provide XP. That's why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it. I usually have my lowest XP green tech doing the reloads, and the higher XP green techs might be doing actuators and sometimes heat sinks, things like that. But yeah, anything that lists an automatic success doesn't count towards your roll total, your success total towards getting your next XP. And from what I've tested, anything that says automatic success, reloading is the most common one, but there are other times you'll have an automatic success, and those don't count either. I mean, she's had 3 XP and she's reloaded, what, 5 or 6 bins so far just today. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll test the theory. And at this point, honestly, I'm just reloading everything just to see. Phoenix Hawk doesn't have anything to reload. Let's see, the Ostroc has the SRM4 bin. Wait, oh, that's salvage a bin, not reloaded bin. I was just looking at the icon. Should have been paying more attention. Yeah, let's go ahead and reload that one just for potentially the XP. 1 second, you guys. She doesn't want out. She just thinks she does. Okay, fine. See you in a few minutes when you come back in. My apologies. Yeah, anywho is right. Let's see, we've got salvage ammo bins here. Yeah, the thumpers are all salvage. So yeah, those are all mechanics. Rondabala spent what, 195 minutes doing reloads and didn't get any XP for it. We'll keep an eye on that. Yeah, does the same thing, thinks she owns me or something. Yeah, they do enjoy the attention, I think. Let's see. Now it was Chris is going to be doing all of our smallest repairs because she is the closest to going up. That's going to be, I think, I'm going to start with anything 10 minutes or 15 minutes and below. 20 minutes and below? Yeah, we'll do 20 minutes and below, just to start with. And yeah, I guess we're repairing the Hunchback. I guess we're going to repair a Shadow Hawk. Maybe we'll sell it. I don't want to invest armor in it if I'm going to sell it, though. Do Do we need a Shadowhawk? Do we want a Shadowhawk? What have we got in the 55-ton range? We have 2 Cronuses, the Shadowhawk, and 4 Wolverines, including a Mark II, which is moderately modified, lightly modified. Looks like I pulled a heatsink and the SRM2 to add armor and a medium laser, I think. Let's see, the Wolverine. This Wolverine is inoperable. Oh yeah, that one was the headshot. I believe that was that Hoser got the double headshots on the Wolverine? Is it that I'm thinking of, or was it the Whitworth that got the double headshots? Either way, I do think we're gonna fix up both of them, just cause. And then I'm probably gonna go through one more time and just adjust all the time on things, you know, all the stuff that needs 4 times time. I'll assign that and then probably work that out in a little bit. Oh, that one's salvage anyway. Ostroc. Ostroc needs a bunch of parts. We'll do the mechs first and then get into the thumpers. And we might as well finish off some of these. We'll have Penny working on the moderately big jobs. Alright, the Vulcan is waiting until tomorrow. Yes. Let's go ahead and start assigning the extra time to things like replacing limbs and repairing things that need serious repairs. Why is that a 5 from a veteran? We're in the transport bay. Dang, the arrow mod is killing us. Someone with double headshots. It was a smaller. Yeah, I think it was the Whitworth, to be honest. Most things are smaller than your awesome. Yes, that is true. The awesome is you could say it's at the heavy end of the spectrum. We'll probably have regular work on that. While Nelly loses her friggin' mind. Can we scrap that? No, we can't. So the left leg we need to salvage something out of the left leg. Probably all the actuators, looks like, yeah. So we'll set those for 3 times time and have some green techs on 5s, sure. We'll have Ratnabala do this one, just because she has 15 minutes left. So that should be all we need to scrap that left leg. Right here. And it might be just a couple of days before we're able to actually get somebody working on these, because our veterans, we have 3 veterans with full time right now. So those are going to be the guys that I want replacing limbs and heads and things like that. So we'll have Tamalika try to replace this head on the 7. We'll have Susan try to replace this head on the 7. On the Shadowhawk, I want to get that right torso on so we can get the right torso so that we can get the right arm. Wait. Why can we not replace this arm? Oh, because it still has things that need to be salvaged or scrapped. Normally I'd give that to a green tech, but we don't have any that can do it in one day reliably. Okay, so I thought his torso was gone, and that's why I couldn't replace the arm, but if it's just the arm, that can wait. Let's see, this Phoenix Hawk. I like Phoenix Hawks, I really do. They make excellent recon mechs, in my opinion. So I'm thinking this guy and that Vulcan that we salvaged a couple weeks ago could make the real good beginnings of a recon lance. So we'll have Red Modri start on the center torso on a 5. I wish he had edge, but unfortunately edge is a commodity among the veteran techs. Especially because I'm also trying to save up XP for them to go up to elite, particularly in the case of Chris. Do we want to take that chance on a 6? No, I'll do it on a 5, hopefully, even if it might take 3 days. Alright, so the large laser we're going to want, actuators, we're going to max out the time on those. The torso, the arm, the leg. Medium laser, maybe not so much. The jump jets, I'm going to have regulars do those, so I want maximum time on them. Repairs ongoing? Yeah. All 3 of our lances were involved in that last battle. So it's going to be repairs for a hot minute. And especially because we salvaged like 5 mechs. So some of those are getting torn apart. Actually, I think I'm just going to be tearing apart the one ostroc. I think everything else we can afford to repair and add to the stable. I don't have anyone that can replace this cockpit in less than 3 days. Not out of my veterans. But yeah, I do definitely want this right torso replaced post haste. So we'll take a shot on that. It's going to take a few days. Let's see, salvaging. He sinks. Yeah, we'll have green techs doing those. I don't want that large laser. Have a green tech do the ammo bin and the actuators. We'll just have all of those parts extra time. And it's going to take a few days at least. So for everyone who's not into watching the repairs, I apologize, but left leg. We want to salvage left leg. Oh, that's literally everything. And we'll have a bunch of green techs do this because I really don't want to wait until the next day. I don't like leaving things in salvage mode until the next day because then I forget that it's in salvage mode and I do all the things on the list, and then I've got a mech in pieces that needs to be put back together. And I'm not trying to do that this time. So I've learned in my experience that it's best to always do all of your salvaging in one day if you can. Is that tails that looks like? Regular, veteran, we'll wait. That's cream. Cream. Is that one of the Sonic characters? Okay. What can I say? I'm a bit behind in the Sonic verse. I know some of the characters, like from Sonic Adventure, but anything much newer than that, I'm gonna be pretty much ignorant of. As always, my lack of worldliness and knowledge comes back to bite me in the butt. Where is that? There, that we wanted to scrap. Which means, did I just see it? No, I didn't just see it. It's down here. Okay, so what else can we do today? Not much. We can put some armor on this guy. We need all of these at ×4 so that we can have our less experienced techs working on them. Try to maximize our odds because we are not in any kind of rush. Is there maybe another 70 for Chris? I don't see one. Oh, Halima has edge. I had forgotten about that. I'm glad. Jump jet, that's going to go to a regular one with hopefully a little bit of XP because we can do 2 jump jets per regular per day. There we go, that works out. Oh no. If you rolled a 3, you get shown up by a regular tech. Got a 50 and a 40, that's 90. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. We still have a 50 and we still have a 40, so that's another 90. So that worked out. And Ojiku has gained an XP, so that's cool too. We definitely want a veteran to try to repair that gyro. And we've still got green techs that can be working on actuators. Yeah, I'm not worried about a heatsink badly enough to... I'll risk a heatsink even when there's no time crunch, just because heatsinks are so common and so easy to come by. Medium laser on an 8. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Oh, we saved ourselves some time. Alright, so we've got nothing but regular text left. Alright, I guess that'll just be what it is. We'll have doodles doing the little jobs, if there are any. Starting with, I guess, about 60 minutes. Maybe 80 minutes. Doodles has the worst luck with the dice. And then we'll just try to get our regular vehicle techs some XP by salvaging these stabilizers. And that's also going to take a couple of days, which is fine. Do we not have any green mechanics? Oh, we did. Alright, we still have regular techs, but do we have any more regular tech jobs? We've got green and veteran tech jobs left, it looks like. I mean, why not? On a 4. And then I guess you guys can all knock off a little bit early today. And we will... Yes, well, hold on. What do we want to put into storage? We've got this Warhammer here. We'll have Salman Mary, I guess, or Radnabala. Because again, it's not worth XP, but yeah. Let's see, the 2 ostrocs, let's show status. The inoperable one, we want to assign a tech. We'll go with Susan. Let's see, the Shadowhawk. Let's see, the Wolverine. Red. Hunchback. We'll assign you to Fred as well. Let's see, the Phoenix Hawk, being that we're regular techs, not pilots. Shasa on that one. Whitworth, probably also maybe Shasa. The 3 thumpers we don't need to worry about. The Vulcan, actually, we don't have a tech for. We'll go with Veronica, I guess. Alright. So let's see, that's everything except the How did we miss the Shadow Hawk? I was on the wrong setting, I think. Wait, I'm looking at the wrong crew. I'm looking under the pilot column. No wonder. Yeah, that should be everything I need. And yeah, everything that's not being maintained is going in the scrap heap. Halima performs maintenance on the Archer and does not do an outstanding job of it. Perhaps, how much time is Halima spending on 315 minutes? Let's go to the Archer. We'll go ×3. And that should be, yeah, she's got 15 minutes left before she's completely maxed out. We did get the right torso on the Vulcan. We got some armor on the Shadowhawk. We got the head on the Wolverine. That's good news. Those are expensive. We did salvage the armor off the Thumper. Some other stuff is going to be in progress. We got the sensors out of the Thumper. Okay, so I'm seeing a bunch of green, not a lot of red. That's always good. We've got the Warhammer being mothballed. And refit kits in progress. Looks like the Atlas is going to be the next one up in just shy of 10 days. But more importantly, let's start with some vehicles. You know what? We'll leave it there and we'll scrap it. I thought we had some green mechanics when I set all these ammo bins to ×4, but if we don't have any, then ×2 should be fine. We'll have Hanlon do a couple of those, and we'll have Sabra do a couple more. How did I miss all of these? So let's just do that. Not the armor. Everything but the armor. Doodles, I guess, can also do not the ammo bins. The ammo bins are doing it ×2. Alright, so that's all we can do on our tank side. Still trying to get Chris up to at least 30 XP. Oh, hey, there it happened. Oh, I see. There's things on the list that weren't there before. So the Awesome, that's busted hip and missing arm. Yeah, this is gonna be some repairs that we need to do. $33 points of armor on this leg. Wow. Oh, no. That's the left leg. No, I can't do that. I cannot leave it in salvage mode overnight. I know better. I've learned my lesson. Good news is with regular techs, I only need time, or regular time to get a 4. But even a 4 isn't a guarantee. Where'd you go? B? Yeah, B can be doing 90-minute jobs. And all of these are going to be at ×4, which means that we can have. Ooh, really want a veteran doing that one. Don't want to take any chances of permanently wrecking Hoser's ride. He would be so upset. This tech crew deserves a few crates minimum of beer. They are, I believe, adequately compensated. And what do you mean another tech we have to fire? No one screwed anything up yet. We would need an 8 to get that leg on though. That's not odds that I like. If they mess up Hoser's ride. Yeah, I'm not taking that chance. We're shooting for 4 or better on all the repair component parts. Alright, oh yeah, our reload tech is currently occupied. So we're gonna hold off on that because we are performing an experiment. Casa, no. I guess B. No. That's right, the blackjack took a shoulder hit. Man, we did not get lucky with the crits this last mission. That's the left arm. I'm sure we've got, oh, okay, yeah, we do have a regular with 480 minutes. Should have, okay, not a green tech. All right, now I can get the blackjack out of that oh so dangerous repair mode. An 8 on an arm, yeah, just because I want to move things along. Okay, we don't need a 3, we can do a 4 at least. Campaign ops experience if you wanted to check. My MekHQ says 1 XP for every 25 successful tasks. Reloads being an auto success, I'd think it would count towards that. I interpreted that as, and I think, let me check my options, but I think I've got mine set to 20. Wrong button. Oh, campaign options. That is experience. Yeah, I've got mine set for every 20 successful tasks. But again, I have never seen a tech gain XP by reloading. Let me put it that way. And I've made it a standard practice to have one tech do all the reloads. So like they'll do like 10 reloads in a row, and I've never seen them gain XP that way. So I guess we'll see. That's gonna be a while. You can gain XP by rolling a 2 or 12 on reloads too, because even though it's auto success, it still rolls. but it doesn't say, it doesn't give you the results of a roll, it just says succeeds. So I don't think it actually rolls. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is that I've never seen it give XP on any kind of automatic success. So I'm pretty strongly of the opinion that it probably doesn't award XP. If it has a very small chance of failure, it will give XP. It did in 46.4. Really? Oh, 49.4? Maybe they changed it? That's why we're running this experiment. That's why I'm saving all my reloads for one person. And so far they've already done, I want to say at least 8 or 10. I wasn't counting. All right, and again, we're down to just a bunch of regulars with an hour or less apiece. Although, it doesn't necessarily mean we can't do anything. MekHQ, I don't know. I might have to change his name. It's just so, it sounds so inappropriate. Do we have one of our regulars, Halima or Vernita, on an 8? No, I don't think so. Yeah, you guys can all knock off a day or a half an hour early. Oh, I almost forgot. Yeah, okay, everyone's assigned to the infirmary. I was about to say, don't tell me I've gone 2 days with untreated wounds. But I forgot I had done that at the end of last episode. Oh, let's see what the day has. Oh, I saw some red in there. You're a good boss, letting people knock off 20 minutes early. I mean, am I a good boss? Because I'm not getting the most out of the unit that I could be. I guess it depends on your definition of a good boss. So we got Hoser's Ride, his torso and leg both fixed, so that's great. Center torso on the archer is going to be a bit. Right arm on the archer is fixed. Risk it all. So we didn't get the upper leg actuator on the off the hunchback because we were trying to salvage that. And we destroyed the head that we were trying to put on the Whitworth. So also destroyed a left arm that we were trying to put on the Blackjack. And that's why we don't try for 8s. Alright, we'll have Tamalika try to put the leg on a 7. Hopefully that works. Do we still have, where is, I guess she's still busy. Wasn't Shadha. I can't remember the name, but it wasn't even any of those people. We'll have Lonnie trying to put the arm back on the Blackjack. The archer is all armor. We'll have Chris knock out a bunch of that, starting with the smaller jobs, and then we'll see how much time she's got left. Okay, with 200 minutes left. That's not quite enough for any two of these, except the 80 and the 95, and that's that would leave what, 25 minutes left. Let me see what else we got for options. We'll do 40 there and 20, 40, 60 there, leaving her with an even 100 minutes. Do we have any way to spend an even 100 minutes? Sadly, it doesn't look like we do. Oh, we don't still have a head for the Whitworth. We should definitely order a couple of those. They're pretty cheap. Well, they're expensive for parts, but compared to like a large laser, I think that's pretty cheap. And it is mostly the sensors. We'll go ahead. I don't order one of those because it should come with the head. I don't know why we need sensors for the ostroc, but not a head. I guess it's one of those things. Where's the ostroc? Yeah, it needs a head. The head will come with sensors. I don't know why I ordered extra sensors for it. But I'm not trying to replace a head on an 8. At best, I want to do an arm or a leg on an 8. One of those hopefully will succeed. So those are being worked on. Where's Doodles? There you are. Salvage some more armor Doodles. Okay, and now we're into the last one, so we can play, since we're probably, well, we'll do that. I was not paying attention to who had the most XP when I did that. It's no big deal. It's like one task difference. Okay. So the awesome, wait, why is, left arm still has repairable parts in it? Oh, apparently it still does. Oh, that's a D-rated part. Yeah, we'll have, I guess, Kazuko do that. Or try to do that. I guess that leaves no one but Sosik, which I didn't really want to do. Yeah, because Sosik, I think, was the one I was going to have try to do the arm, because he still had his full time, so he would be able to get his roll in tomorrow. Okay, we're saving the reloads to check and see if we can get XP for them. Still got armor here to do. Halima, please. Kai? No. Sosik? Yeah, that makes 190. And we'll get started on that, and we'll get started on that, even though it's rated D and we're probably gonna fail. Just waiting on a reload. Okay, we got some stuff here now. Finally got Chris off the list. Okay, so we still have a green tech with 90 minutes. You can start on this actuator. Alright, so mainly we're waiting on our veterans to get these arms and legs put back on. Working on the cockpit. That's veteran work. Waiting on parts. The gyro's waiting on a veteran. Leg is waiting on a regular. Well, I mean, we might as well get a head start on that. And that's it for that day. Going into Wednesday. Corporal Ramsey Bean performs maintenance on the Sholigar, and actually, because he's spending so much extra time, it shows improvement. Jump jet has arrived. We got the center torso fixed on the Archer. We got the armor fixed on the Archer. Kazuko gained an XP. Where is he at now? He's at 2. Let's see. All of this looks pretty good. Pretty good. Some stuff is going to take multiple days. The ostroc failed to get its left arm put on and it got destroyed. And we lost an 80-ton left leg trying to put it on the awesome. Alright. So we should still have multiple spare parts for all of these things, I think. Chris, if you would please, I want hosers right up and running. Literally, because it can't run without a leg. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Okay, Ratnavala, who has done, I want to say 10 or so reloads. Still sitting at 3 XP. Guillaume, start working on this gyro. Hopefully you don't roll snake eyes and make me have to replace it. Everyone else is regular or green. So what can we have regulars and greens doing? Nothing there. Okay, we've got some armor we can do here. And some lasers and an actuator. I shouldn't be using Ratnavala for anything else, because then what if she gets the XP when she's doing that other thing? It'll throw off the results. Repair, replace, left leg, right torso. So we've got an arm and a leg we can get started on 8s. I'm not totally in love with. We just don't have the veterans to go around. The veterans are all doing repair work. And we're down to just green techs. free, retina ball left free. Yeah, she's not going to be doing anything else. Going into Thursday. Maintenance on the LRM carrier. Stays steady, which is good. Head arrived, sensors arrived. The Vulcan's going to be another day. Failed to get the left arm on the Awesome. Working on getting other parts put together. Fix the center torso on the Phoenix Hawk and the left torso. So that's a couple techs we'll have free soon. We did break a leg trying to put it on the Phoenix Hawk. Yeah, we are going through so many parts trying to make these 8s, but I'm not trying to make you guys wait while I wait for all of my 3 veteran techs to do all that work. Although I am gonna try and can we replace some torsos real quick with these guys that have time. If we're not going to use the PXH or the OSR anytime soon, why not just wait till the vets can get to it? Because I'm not trying to make you guys wait until, 3 weeks from now when the veterans have techs. Basically is what it comes down to. I don't mind spending a few thousand extra C-bills on parts. As long as I'm not trying to do like a repair on a 5 with a regular, obviously. I'm trying to get the repair work done on 4s, but the arms and legs, it's kind of a pain going through them. And the heads. I want the heads done by veterans because heads are expensive. Okay, Kai just got an XP for putting some armor on, so that's cool. Just got these arm actuators, not you. And if we're gonna have regulars doing it, okay, so all these actuators I guess are gonna be regular work. So I guess ×2 time for them. $60 ton, yeah, let's go ahead and get a couple extras of those. Alright, so the ostroc is down to, looks like, armor that we can't do, and repairs and replacements that I want veterans. Well, arm and a leg. Yeah, we'll have Sosik start on the arm. That's in progress. That's in progress. Those are in progress. That's in progress. Waiting on veterans. In progress. All right, going into Friday looks like. We got some sensors arrived. The Vulcan is going to be at least another day. Hunchback got a left leg, the right torso as well, and a left arm. So, okay, the left leg was repaired, the other two were replaced. So, on a 7 and an 8, no less. So we beat the odds on that. Everything else is going to be a while. It looks like failed to salvage the lower arm actuator on the ostroc. Failed and broke the left arm going on the ostroc. Atlas is down to less than 5 days. And okay, Hikari Ono gained an XP, sitting at 5. That's not enough to do anything with. Also, I forgot to do the tanks. And I feel foolish for that. Alright, so these thumpers should be starting to be out of the way soon. Maybe tomorrow we'll be down to 1 thumper. And once I get down to where I can't scroll the repair bay, I'll be a lot happier. Alright, Chris, can we get the left arm on the awesome, please? And I guess Loney, even though it's going to be at least 3 days, maybe 4. Let's get that leg on. Vulcan is almost done. Which of our regulars has the most XP? Big Knock. Or actually B. Missed that one. On a 6. No. Reattaching an arm is even more sketchy than repairing it, because if it goes badly, you have to take everything off. And I'm not trying to do all that. That was B. Trying to get the XP here. Yeah, take a 3rd shot at that. You didn't get finished today, you can finish tomorrow. Six. Yeah, 6 is the best we've got. That might have been a mistake. That guy's only got like 60 minutes a day. But the Whitworth, I'm not too worried about getting it done in a hurry, so we'll spend some time on that. Like a long time. At 60 minutes a day, that's going to be several days. Okay, so hopefully this ostroc will be off of the list tomorrow. That's all stuff that I want veterans for. So yeah, other than Ratnavala, we've just got a couple of hours to spare. Really don't have anything for those people to do. Going into Saturday, the right arm is still going on that Vulcan. How much? Oh, that's right. Shasa's only got 15, no, 100, 105 minutes a day. So that'll be done tomorrow. Failed to get the left arm on the Awesome. Failed. Haven't got the right leg on the Hunchback yet. Haven't got the right arm on the Shadowhawk yet. We did get the cockpit into the Wolverine, so hopefully that'll be off the list. I think that was the. I think I had one mech that only needed a cockpit, and I think it was that one. Right torso on the Phoenix Hawk failed, in part destroyed. Cockpit in the Phoenix Hawk, so that's cool. Let's see, a bunch of green. Left leg on the Awesome is going to be another day at least. Atlas has 1800 minutes left. Thumper and Ostroc have been removed from the unit roster. And this Thumper, number 64, we can sell that one for the price of the chassis plus a machine gun. 64, 64. Come on, thank you. Sell for 750 C-bills is what that was worth. And the list is starting to look a lot more manageable. Lori Shao. We'll have someone actually who has all the time in the world spend about 3 days on that. No more scrolling through the repair bay. Yes, that makes me happy. Always glad when the repair bay list is less than, I think it's 11 fit on there. Alright, Hoser's Ride still needs an arm and a leg. The leg is being worked on. I'll have Tamalika do the arm, hopefully on a 7. That's working. Susan can work on this left torso. That's it for veterans. Well, Penny. Penny can start trying to reattach this arm. It also needs a paint job. Yeah, it still does need a paint job. And a laser and some actuators. But it's like 70% complete. Maybe with a giant arrow pointing at the mech next to him. Yeah. Shoot this guy, not me. And not only is the list of things on the repair bay getting shorter, but the list of things on each one that need to be repaired is also getting shorter. Okay, that's going to be another little while. That's going to be another little while. But I think we're getting to the point where we're really just waiting on the veterans. Maintenance on the rifleman. Spending extra time getting some parts up into A quality. Oh man, this is what I like to see. Bunch of green, no red, A's and B's. A's and B's galore. We did fail to get the right arm on the Vulcan again. We failed to get the left arm on the Awesome again. Right arm on the Hunchback is not done yet. Right torso on the Whitworth. Head on the Whitworth. We did fix the Phoenix Hawk's gyro, and Guillaume got an XP. He's up to 2, actually. Okay. Let me just real quick check and make sure no one's ready to go up. Let's see. Atlas is gonna be like 3 days out. Yeah, because 3 days is 1440. Alright. Who do we have can start working on this? Chris. Hopefully you've got edge again, so we don't have to worry about breaking that. Loni, maybe, on the leg. Alright, so the Hunchback hopefully will be done soon. Shadowhawk is gonna be a while. Whitworth is gonna be a while. Susan, start on that torso. I know it's gonna be like a week before you're done. And hopefully this thumper will be off the list tomorrow as well. Alright, personnel market has been updated. Who do we have? We have another penny, another MekTech. We are obviously going to hire. Oh wait. I forgot I had promised not to hire any more MekTechs until I had Petra's leadership up higher. Because, yeah, with a leadership of 2, I forget the math. It was like, what is it? 2 plus your leadership times 12 is how many of any given MOS you can have, and we were maxed out on MekTechs. So let's actually... We should not have done that. And so we'll go ahead and one too many. No, can't do that. Okay, it's gonna cost us 20,000 C-bills. Drop in the bucket. No big deal. No worry. Start off with 12, then okay, so it's your leadership plus 2 times 6 was the numbers that I was having trouble remembering. Thank you. That's how I remember it. Yeah, 12 plus 6 per leadership. We did get the left arm on the awesome, which is great. We got the sensors out of that thumper, so it should be off the list. Atlas in 2 more days. Penny Sonata has been added. Penny Sonata has retired. $20,000 sign-on bonus. Or C-bill, I should say. I think I want B to have some time left over. All right, so the awesome is nearing completion. Kamalika, what can we have you doing? We can have you working on getting the Vulcan out of the bay. Yeah, let's get this Vulcan out of the bay. We can get it into mothballs. Never really sure if the leadership value from subordinates feed into that as well. So far as I'm aware, it's only the unit commander that raises that cap. Although there is, I believe, also a rule that the maximum lance that you can command is also 4 plus your leadership skill. So you need at least 2 leadership to run a 6 mech lance. And we do have some 5 and 6 mech lances. Actually, Hoser has 1 leadership, so he is actually maxed out on how many mechs he can command. And then Victor Rama doesn't even have leadership, so he's maxed out as well. Oh, so in theory, if you're running a battalion, then the leader needs to have leadership plus whatever. Um, hmm. I think the rules as written were more intended to run a company-sized unit. I would say with a battalion, I don't know. Because honestly, I'm not super familiar with the rules for leadership. I don't usually adhere to them that strongly, but I figured, for the stream, I would do my best to try to emulate the Mukai rules, with some exceptions. But those are like pre-listed. Like I actually have a list of the house rules that I'm using as variations from Mukai, and everything else I'm trying to do it as close as possible. But again, it's not something I have a lot of practice with, so usually I play pretty fast and loose with things like leadership and how many techs you're allowed to have and how big your unit can be. Let's see, what else? I got distracted. What else can we do? It looks like nothing. Yeah, let's just go ahead and advance the day, because cancel. Yeah, it was Monday. The personal market updated. There's no mission because the enemies are at very low morale. Yes, we can do that. Wait, there is nothing on the list that is salvage, which means we shouldn't be getting that. Okay. Oh, the grasshopper and the ostroc arrived. Let's go ahead. We'll have Ratnaball and Mothball that one. I guess we'll have Shada start mothballing that one, and hopefully we won't be getting that pop-up anymore. Hopefully I didn't do too much damage. Let's see. 6, 4, 8. Yeah, B. Alright. We'll do 8, and we'll do 7. And then we've got green text for this. And then I guess we've got regular text for the rest of these, so we can change this by 2. That's one thing I always thought was curious, but never really had a problem with, was that the difference between a green tech and a regular is 2 points, whereas from regular to veteran and veteran to elite is only 1 apiece. So basically a regular is 2 points better than green, but to be 2 points better than a regular, you have to be elite. I don't know how I feel about that. Awesome is all better, just up for an elite paint job now? Yes, indeed. And speaking of which, would you like to pick a new paint scheme for it? I mean, I dig the color it is now, but you keep talking about repainting it, and I'm like, well, just keep repainting it the same colors? Is that how we roll? I want this left torso put together in less than a week, and Shasa is going to be over a week doing that. It's fine, that color is fine. Maybe some elementals as paint. I don't know if we can salvage elementals. That would be interesting to try out though. Convert it to an OmniMek with the handholds. Okay, the pop-up is gone, as we were hoping. Maintenance on the guillotine, kind of a mixed bag, but 3 up, 2 down, it's not bad. Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt is looking kind of rough. What did we finish? We got the head on the Whitworth. We broke the right torso we were putting on the Phoenix Hawk. We did not get the head on the Ostroc. And the customization of Atlas AS7D2 Mark II is complete. I honestly forget what we had done with this. We've got 15 double heat sinks, max armor near enough. We added a large laser to the right torso is what we did. And medium lasers to the left and right torso, it looks like. Because the stock Atlas has, oh wait, no. We did that when we installed the autocannon 10. So yeah, this thing should be pretty battle worthy. Let's go ahead and assign Earl to that. Where is Earl? Assign to unit as pilot, mech, assault, and Mark II. And then we'll go to the TO and E. Add unit, mech, assault, random guy in the Atlas D2 Mark II. And that puts us just below the maximum drop tonnage for a lance. Oh man, that thing is going to be glorious the next time it goes into combat. Speaking of which, how soon Earl is actually has enough to go up in piloting. He could become a regular pilot if he so wanted to. So I'll wait for clarification on that because yeah, I don't want to jump into that without knowing for sure, but that would be the move that I would make. I don't think I would try to save up another 12 XP to improve the gun rate while my piloting was still a 6 or a special ability, because 10's not going to be enough to do much of anything with. So you're going to need 12 for pretty much anything. The Hunchback's going to have his arm back on. Shadowhawk's going to have his arm back on. Whitworth has a brand new head. Casa, where's... I guess she's busy. Medium laser. We can have a regular do that. We've got plenty of regulars. Zuko, someone with low XP can do that one because it's going to be like a 3-day job. Veronica Hurst, how much time are you spending doing maintenance? Veronica Hurst, you're spending all but 105 minutes, so I don't want you doing this torso yet. That's going to be a big job. Yeah, we'll have to wait a little bit. Susan and Shasa are both doing lots of maintenance. Okay. Yeah, we're not in a hurry. We're holding out until December 19th. And the hostile artillery base is still there. Even though we absolutely captured it. I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe I can use GM mode to switch owner. I mean, that seems only fair, right? Yeah. Yeah, we absolutely should have captured that. I don't know why we didn't. And now it's saying 404 completed, but it's only got 2 in green. And 2 of those we can't even finish until the 19th of December, which actually is only a month away. I wanted repair bay, right? 10 minutes, 120 minutes, 720 minutes. Okay, yeah, we were actually about to go into Thursday, yeah. We did get the arm on the Hunchback, which is great. The Shadowhawk is going to be a little while. The Whitworth is going to be a little while. Failed to get the leg on the Phoenix Hawk and the arm on the Ostroc on 7s. I was hoping. Ostsalt is completed mothballing, so that's good. What else are we waiting on? Well, we should have the Phoenix Hawk out tomorrow. The Whitworth is going to be a while because we're working on it very slowly. Chris can try to put the torso on the Phoenix Hawk. Susan can try to put the leg on. Tamalika should have 480 minutes tomorrow, so that's going to be a 3-day job. Loney should also have 480 minutes tomorrow. Again, 3-day job. Veronica Hurst. No, you don't have. We just checked. Penny Gilmore. I think you're doing a lot of maintenance as well. So the left arm is going to be a little bit. Maintenance on the stalker. How did that go? That went poorly. We've got a couple of green marks, but mostly red. Maxim heavy transport also moving gradually downward. Did get the right arm on the Shadowhawk. We did get the cockpit in the Whitworth. We got the right torso on the Phoenix Hawk. Everything else is a work in progress, and it looks like the Cronus is going to be our next refit that's finished. Stomabs, hi, how's it going? You missed it earlier when I shouted out your latest follow. So, I'm glad you could join us. We are an hour and a half into this repair bay, and we're probably going to not have time for much of anything else before the end of this episode, so I apologize. All good, D&D canceled tonight, so I'll be okay to watch some. Okay. Well, I'm sorry that your D&D got canceled. That's a shame, but I'm glad to have you with us. Ratnabala is our ammo tech, and we're performing an experiment. Come on. Whitworth is just waiting on its right torso to be fixed. The Phoenix Hawk has some work we can do on it. Actually, Penny should be doing the smallest jobs. McNaught can do some jump jets, or a jump jet at least. Celsic? Yeah, because we already... No, Renetta. Oh, she only has 60 minutes, never mind. Zuko, get you off the list. 7 is next in line. Looks like 7 is next in line. And we're just waiting on a veteran tech to finish up this left arm. Whitworth is going to be a while. We got the leg on the Phoenix Hawk. We got the left torso fixed on the ostroc. We got the head on the ostroc, and Loney gained an XP, which isn't enough to go up a level. Still working on that right leg. The Cronus in 8,400 minutes. That's less than 20 days, because 20 days would be 9,600 minutes. That's I think a little over 7 days, I want to say. Whitworth is in progress. Malika, Veronica. Yeah, Veronica. Chris doing the right arm on the Phoenix Hawk, I guess. Okay, so we've got some other stuff that we can have greens and regulars doing, at least. Penny can be replacing armor. Still needs a left arm, still waiting on a veteran tech with, well, Loney can do that. Shouldn't be more than about 4 days. The cockpit can be a regular, and a Ceto, I guess. Heatsink can be a regular as well. Nita, sure, we'll wait for tomorrow for the results on that. All right, so we are approaching the end of this repair session. Yeah, we had a big battle last week and brought home lots of salvage. Yeah. Oh, I assume this is between missions. Upkeep, repairs, salvaging. Yes. We're currently in the middle of a pirate hunting mission on Dromonede 6. However, the enemy morale is very low, and we've completed all of our objectives except for the ones that say hold on to this base until the end of the contract. So we're basically just marking time and fixing up everything. Oh, and I forgot to put this guy into mothballs, so we can have Ratnabala do that. So Stelmabs, how familiar are you with BattleTech in general and MegaMek in particular? Is this I'm guessing you've never seen the MekHQ interface before, because that's, I mean, basically all this really is. But either way, you know, it's nice to have you in the fold. Whitworth is still going to be a while. We got the arm on the Phoenix Hawk. The ostroc is going to be a little bit. The ostroc is going to be a bit. Cronus getting closer to being done. This is the first experience period with MegaMek. I've really enjoyed any BattleTech MechWarrior books I've been able to get my hands on. Okay. So are you at least familiar with the BattleTech tabletop game that this is based on? Because if you are, parts of this would look familiar, just not the parts that I'm doing today. You would recognize the combat interface, I think. Which is really what the game is all about, but again, the enemy morale is so low that they're not going to send anyone at me right now, so there really aren't any missions to do until the end of the contract. I've also played some of the video games based on the board games, but not the board game itself. Okay, well, you're in for a treat if you like strategy and turn-based kind of games. And of course, if you're a fan of the franchise, you know, there's that little added bonus, I would say, of, you know, the added bonus of the familiarity of knowing, I mean, I don't know which video games you played, but if you played like MechWarrior 2, that was all clan mechs. We're not going to have any mechs that you'd recognize from that game. But if you played Mercenaries or HBS BattleTech, then yeah, you're going to see MechWarrior 2, 3, 4, and BattleTech. Okay, so MechWarrior 2 was all clans. MechWarrior 3 was Mercenaries, which is going to be the most overlap, I think, with this one. I never played MechWarrior 4, so I really couldn't compare. Did both the clan and mercs of MechWarrior 2. Did you guys ever play the old school BattleMech MUX system? MUX? That's a new one by me. Is that similar to MegaMek, or is that tabletop? Gotta help the wife with something in the other room. That's cool. We'll see when you get back. We'll play the old Rogue and search on old Unix system. I mean, you know what text-based modes are? Yes. I imagine real-time BattleTech applied to that when you're fighting campaigns. Okay. So text-based BattleTech. That's, honestly have kind of a hard time wrapping my head around that. Like there needs to be some kind of representation of like what mechs are where in relation to each other, so you can calculate range and cover and things like that, right? Or maybe I'm just taking the idea too far. Just because it's MUD doesn't mean it's necessarily exclusively text-based. Excuse me. I'll have her do that as well. Hexes were originally drawn as ANSI. Oh, wow. You'd use various commands to figure out ranges, your current heat, firing weapons, and weapon ticks, etc. Interesting. No, I never played that one, never heard of that one. It's called MUX, huh? Oh, you didn't miss much. We were just talking about the BattleTech MUX system, which sounds not even less user-friendly than MegaMek. Oh, the right leg on this ostroc is being difficult. Loney, if you would please. This right torso is going to be another few days at this rate. Okay, we did get the leg on. That is going to be another couple of days. Sounds complex. Yeah, I agree. For MUX, yeah. Armor, Penny. Penny failed. Veronica? Okay, heat sinks and actuators are going to the green techs. Alright, so the ostroc should be done tomorrow, the Whitworth in a couple of days. Later they applied a Java heads-up display on top of that, which made it look a lot more similar to what you see now in MegaMek, but you and your contacts would move around in real time. Interesting. So honestly, that almost sounds more like oh, what was it called? The Phoenix PC games. I'm drawing a blank on the title, but the you know the ones I'm talking about. I'm sure you do. Someone does in the chat. Someone can help me out. Real-time top-down BattleTech universe, but not really the same as tabletop. This is gonna bother me. Alright, so the ostroc, we can put that in mothballs. Cyber Wars or CyberTech? No, it's like the most popular of the old school BattleTech computer games. Jeez, what was it called? Someone's gonna take away my nerd card for not knowing this, because it's the one that everyone knows. And all of these mechs that we just salvaged, we can put into mothballs, all of them. Spending, man, we should have been keeping on top of this, but we really weren't. Maxim. When did we pick up a Maxim? I don't remember that. Okay, so the only thing left is this Whitworth, which is going to be a couple of days. Oh no, APC. Well, that's a shame. Things are falling apart. So that's it for the repair bay. Let's see, we're down to 5 people in the infirmary, and they're all people that have been captured. Oh, right, we have a bunch of busted parts that we could be working on fixing as well. absolutely no reason not to have Vernito do a hand actuator. Who did I say made the game? I could have sworn that there was Phoenix somewhere in the title of the game. It was like Revenge of the Phoenix or Return of the Phoenix or something. I couldn't tell you who made it. I actually never played it, but I just know about it from reputation. Being, as I said, basically the most popular BattleTech computer game of the 80s, going into the early 90s. And again, I am fully expecting someone to revoke my nerd card for not being able to think of the name. Okay, so okay. Those are already maxed out. I guess we've got Lori, and there are just one of those. Okay. All right, so that's that list knocked out. Hangar, personnel, map, brief. Oh, yeah. The map, in case you were wondering, we're pretty close to the center. We're trying to make our way up to here-ish, which is, what was the name of it? Not Santander, it was it Santander? One of these planets is the first one that the clans hit when they invade, and we'd like to be there. We started off like kind of down here, we're like right here now, and we've got about 3 years to make it to this part of the map. So that's probably going to take, to be honest, the better part of a year. A year in real time, I mean, at the pace I've been playing at, because we've done almost 2 years in the game in the last almost year of playing. Okay, so everything is fixed. Personnel market is updated. We're not gonna hire someone with a wasp. We're not worried about wasps. Thumper doesn't get any worse, so that's good. Just down to the refits. The Cronus is gonna be less than 10 days. Not really worried about all those maintenance reports. APC damaged a stabilizer. And if we can't fix it, that's fine. We'll just replace it. Barely. Needed a 4, got a 4. Honey Skull, hey, how's it going? Crescent Hawk's Revenge, yes. I knew it was some kind of bird. There were 2 of them. It was Crescent Hawk's Inception and Crescent Hawk's Revenge. Thank you for the jump-starting that brain process in me. I really could not think of the name of them. Oh, we have apparently glitched the game a little bit. Atlas Mark II is apparently not getting maintained. Or something. We ran into some kind of bug. Oh, I mean, maybe it was the double heat sinks. Maybe it's because I updated the to 49.6 while it was being worked on. I don't know. Scarponi gets maintenance, and again, quality is starting to drop off already. Cronus in about 4 or 5 days. Have the floppies, but no floppy drive anymore. Sounds about right. Yeah, floppy drives are hard to come across these days. Alright, can we at least make it to the end of the month in the next 7 minutes? Looks like, actually, that wouldn't be a problem. You might be able to get a version of it from GOG. You can get a USB floppy drive. I've seen those. Regular aerospace pilot. He's a 3.5. We already have more aerospace pilots than we have fighters. We only just have the one Sholigar, which, remind me. Sholigar is how heavy? I want to say probably 35 tons. So we've got one single light fighter. We might actually want to consider getting a heavy fighter. We want marketplace, we want unit market, and we want to show aerospace. Stuka. I kind of like Stukas with the LRMs and the large lasers. Would be surprised current computers would even know how to read such ancient tech. If you get an emulator, like DOSBox or something like that, you can actually do quite a lot with modern technology. And GOG, Good Old Games, is actually really good about packaging their stuff with the appropriate emulator. And in my experience, they do have instructions on DOSBox on how to get your games running, which is really cool. They are available as abandonware, but didn't see them on GOG. Okay, well, I think those are those pre-DOS? Or are those DOS games? I don't even know. I want to say they're DOS games, but I'm not sure. Okay, yeah. So DOSBox would be perfect for that. And even if you don't have GOG, you can get DOSBox on its own, which is a really good emulator. Allows you to tweak like your frame rate settings and your CPU usage to get the games to run at an appropriate speed. Unlike some games where they just come out, where they just they play super fast because your processor is so much more powerful now. They came out in 1988 and 1990 for Inception and Revenge respectively. Okay, so yeah, late 80s, early 90s. I never played them. I was only into the tabletop around that time. But then MechWarrior 2 came out. Because MechWarrior 1 was for the Super NES, I think, which we never had in my household growing up. But we did have computers, so when MechWarrior 2 came out for the... I believe that was also DOS? Or was that a Windows game? I think it was... I want to say it was Windows 3.1 that we played MechWarrior 2 on. So... but yeah, MechWarrior 2 is where I started playing video game BattleTech. Was it Windows 3.1? 3.1 was still kind of DOS. But if it was like Windows, what was it, 95 or later, then that was like actually Windows. No, Windows 3.1 was a DOS-based program, so it was Windows visually, but it was running DOS underneath. It was a shell program, I understand, is what it's called. Unit market has been updated. We can now get a Grand Dragon or a Griffin or a Wasp. I'm not really interested in any of those. What do we have for aerospace assets? A couple Stukas and a Thrush. Not really interested in either of those either. Contract market updated. No contracts available. Enemy morale is now rout. Windows 3 was basically just a GUI for DOS. Yeah, that was my understanding as well. So we've been gifted a wheeled LRM APC, which I don't think we have. Oh, yeah, we've got a driver for that, and we can get a tech for that. Emilia. Okay, so our civilian vehicle gift has been properly dealt with. Lots of people have gained XP randomly at the first of the month. Hoser's Ride is now a Class B mech, so that's outstanding news. That is so much green. That is wonderful. I like that. I like that a lot. The Cronus will be ready tomorrow. We've been paid 9.5 million C-bills. We've paid out 500,000 in salaries. I just wish I still had the original discs for MechWarrior 2 and MechWarrior 2 Mercenaries. The OSTs were awesome and playable from the disc itself. Yes, I actually still have mine. I'm very proud of that. Although, if you go on YouTube, Timothy Seals does a really good, remastering, arrangement of the original MechWarrior 2 soundtracks. He does really amazing work. I'm a big fan. So whenever I'm in the mood to listen to the soundtracks, yeah, it's not exactly a remaster. I think he's actually doing like a whole new mix from scratch, but it's clearly recognizable as the same songs. It's just vastly updated. It doesn't sound quite so much like a MIDI file. It sounds more like an MP3 file. And it sounds closer to a recording and less synthesized. But, I mean, it's still pretty synthy, obviously, because it's still the same songs. But some of the sounds have slightly different qualities that I think is a good update. Doesn't need total synth and limited bandwidth. And where to get MechWarrior 2 or MechWarrior 4? I couldn't tell you. Maybe someone in chat can help you, but eBay. Yeah, and I understand that it's hard to get them to run on newer computers as well. But good luck with that. If you find out, let me know, because I would not mind going back to playing MechWarrior 2 or MechWarrior 3. There is MechWarrior Online still, I think. Yeah, but I don't like online competitive play, honestly. I'm just not good enough to not be a burden to my team. Alright, so... Okay, Hidehira has enough XP to go up a level. Let me just scan this real quick. Penny Singh Gilmore. Could get an edge if she wanted. Beatrix is still waiting to go up. Who's this? Yeah, Ruby Singlemore has enough to go up if she is ready. Other than that, it looks like nothing new. It's a shame Hoser didn't get his 20th XP randomly. Let me just go ahead and advance. Can order by XP if you want. I tried that, but in this version, there's this funny phenomenon where it actually puts the numbers in alphabetical order, which means that 19 comes before 2, 25 comes before 3, and so on and so forth. To where 9 is always going to be the last one, unless you've got someone with like 91 XP. Click it a second time. Yeah, same thing. It's just it doesn't treat them as numbers. It treats them as words that it's alphabetizing. So like 1, then 10, 19, then 2, and so on. Yeah, let me know if 49.7 fixes that, because if it does, I will update in a heartbeat. I still plan on updating before next week. Just I'll make it a priority if you tell me that 49.7 does it right. And I don't know when it stops doing it right. I think it was 49.5 was when I first noticed it. And I don't know why or how they did that. Let me just one more day to see if the Cronus is done. The Cronus is complete. All right, so we've got oh yeah. Mech Warrior Cronus, we're going to assign you to the Mark II Cronus, which, if I'm not mistaken, adds a couple of small lasers and some armor by dropping some heat sinks, but is otherwise pretty much unchanged. So I would say, arguably, it is objectively better. Let's go ahead and fix that in the TO and E as well. Remove unit and add unit. All right, so that is 2 solid direct upgrades into the unit. We are just a little bit over for the night, which I think is fine. We'll go ahead and save it here, and we'll look forward. So next week, what we're going to do most likely is just going to advance time until we finish out this contract, which is another 10 days. And then we'll go looking for a new contract. Don't forget to set the tech for that Cronus. Set the tech. I'm not sure what you mean. It is non-boxed set. It's level 2 mech at this point. It sets that automatically as far as what the tech level is of the unit. But anyway, thank you all for joining me. Oh, tech crew, right, yeah. Absolutely. Assign person. I did almost forget to do that. That was Penny Gilmore. And then we can mothball this one and keep that as a backup. Or actually, you know what we can do? We can go Mark II with that one as well. It'll take a while, but we'll have, you know, a backup that's equal to the one that we're using now. We'll have MekTech. Ratnabala? No, because we're doing that experiment with her. We'll do Salman, I guess. That's the maintenance refit? Okay. So that should be all settled. HBS BattleTech, yes, tomorrow night. MechWarrior 2 and Marks is basically free online, it looks like. Have the soldier fix it. I think that's a dual tech, or a dual class technician slash soldier. I was going through the soldiers one time and I found someone who actually had a couple points of tech, and I was like, well, why are you a soldier? But anyway, thank you all for joining me. It's been a pleasure. It's been absolutely lovely. We hope to see you tomorrow night, next week. Like, comment, follow, subscribe, join the community. Link to the Discord is in my bio, and also a link to YouTube for anyone who missed anything, would like to get caught up. We will catch you tomorrow. Have a good night, y'all.